Okay, hopefully I can complete EXAPUNKS. I think this is the very last uh, puzzle. I don't know what you call these. Last mission, whatever, in this game. I already tried it once, kind of. I didn't actually even get very far with it because it's hard. So, I'm gonna try it again. I really want to just finish this and beat the game and put these up and then just feel like good with completing the series. This one's especially hard. Anyway, let me go through the intro again. Might take a third try, but I, I am playing this game off of a soon to expire Xbox Game Pass subscription, so I'll have to decide whether I want to renew it. Because I would probably just basically renew it just to finish this game. Um, yeah, we'll see. Still have a couple more days, but this is attempt number 2, basically. First one wasn't really that much of an attempt. I didn't really get anything done except mess around a bit. Alright, anyway. Mitsuzen HDI-10 Cerebral Cortex. Build an interface to bridge Ember 2 with your Cerebral Cortex. Okay, time for me to eat you. Excuse me? You're dying anyway, so what's the difference? I'll download a map of your brain and run your mind inside of me. Will I still be me? There's no way to prove that. There's no way to prove that it won't be your death. I mean, it's gonna be like death, which you were gonna experience anyway, or maybe it won't be like death. Who knows? You'll have a lot to do and see. You'll have to do it and see. Okay. Yeah, so, let me just make a new one. So, instructions for this one are create a file in your host containing the host name and hardware register value of each neuron exactly once, sorted as pairs from lowest to highest host name. Also, I found out when I was doing this, you can like just click show goal and it'll, I don't know why I didn't really ever do this, but that's a good way of showing what I need in the end. I feel like that's what I wanted throughout most of this game, and I think I just ignored this button here. I don't know. Anyway, so pairs as in this weird hardware register name that's a combination of letters and numbers, and then a value. But that combination of letters and numbers is essentially text, and there is a way I can see if something is, how did they say it in here? What alphabetical order it is. So by using the less than greater than, so I can even though it's text, I can still sort it. There's like a way. It's not like I have to manipulate the text or anything. I can just, it's fine because they all start with AR. It's fine. So all I need to do is basically treat it like a number and just sort from smallest to greatest. It's not a number, it's text, but it'll still basically work like one, except I can't like add values and stuff like that. The only operation I'll be able to really do to it is testing if one's greater than or less than another, or equal to, but I don't think that's necessary here. Each test run has a unique network layout, so yeah. And what I found is that these are like tree branches, so if I go this way, or sorry, what's a good way to say this? Every time I branch out, it's like a new branch. It's not gonna loop back onto another one. It's not gonna connect with another one somehow. It's all, they're all different branches that split, so there's no loops ever. That's good. But the really weird, annoying, difficult thing with this is the way you go from host to host, or whatever these are called. I think these are called hosts. Host to host is by linking either 1, 3, -1, or -3. And it's not random, but it's essentially random how it works, because it's like, yes, -1, if I link in to get to the first one with 800, and -1 will bring me back. That's always the case for all of these. They always start like that. But otherwise, it's all kind of just like, one way. All the other ways will be like, I could have had a third connection here. It would have been 3, -3, 1, -1. The good thing is 3 always connects to -3, -3 always connects to 3, and same thing for 1 and -1. That's just, they always come in pairs like that. So it's like there's a way I can kind of backtrack a step very easily. Like if I say try linking 3 or something, and like that works, I can just say, oh, okay, then just link the opposite of that value. Like maybe there's something there. But the thing is, I need all these nerve values and their host names, which I can actually, again, there's just a command, what is it? I think it's like host. Yeah, host, and then the register I want to put the host name into. So it's easy to get the host name. It's easy to get the neuron value, or whatever they call it. Yeah, neuron value, value of the neuron. But for one thing, get them all in a file and all in alphabetical order in pairs. Ugh. Because just exploring the network is pretty weird. And it's different every time, completely different. Well, not completely, but the layout is different every time. So, yeah, this is where I was very stuck, and I had to just spend a long time trying to even think of how I would do this. So like, let's say I just send an X out. Like, okay, let's say I just somehow get an X out. Like, there's probably not too, it wouldn't be too crazy for me to figure out a way to get an X out into every host with a neuron connection. Like, just check if it can write from the nerve, and if it can, then it's good, and if it can't, it just dies, or something like that. Let's just say I can do that. Then what? Because I can't really communicate globally, because the order would be, I mean, actually, could I do that? Okay, so I can almost communicate globally, because if I only needed to send like the neuron value or whatever, yeah, it wouldn't matter. I'll just send them all in, and then I could order them, do whatever I want. But they come in pairs. I need the hardware register thing, and then the neuron value. Yeah, okay, wait, sorry. It's the host name and the hardware register value of the neuron, whatever. So, but yeah, I need 2 things from each host. So it's like communicating globally wouldn't work in that case, because it's okay if it's like, if they all get there at the same time, which wouldn't happen, but just some of them would and whatever. But if like these guys tried communicating at the same time, it's random which one would be sent first. That's okay if I only needed 1 value from each and just needed to sort them. It wouldn't matter. But the fact that I need pairs means that if I was like just send out the neuron value globally and then send out the host name globally, well, that could happen in any order, and that ruins the point. I need them together. So then what, right? Because maybe see, this is the tricky part, because like, if I can't send them out globally, or at least not like that, then maybe it'd be like, oh, well, then I just have to bring them back manually. Like, it's 2 values, so I would have to write them into a file. Or I guess not. Well, I mean, like, I imagine I would, because like, I do have 2 spaces for values, but that would mean I would have to be able to navigate the whole way back without using these 2 values, which is kind of like weird. Although, I guess I could create a file that writes down the steps I took to get somewhere, and then I can just say, go through that file, take the opposite of the value, and that'll be like the path back. That might work. One problem with this whole idea, though, not a huge, I guess, issue, but I would have to figure it out. There's limited room here, so I'd have to be really careful if I do something like that. But I mean, there's something to that almost. It's just that, like, how do I make sure that I don't double up with anything? I'm thinking like I send a bot in and I tell it to go in all directions except the one I just came from, kind of thing. And that bot, obviously, when they get there, they first check if there's like a neuron thing, blah blah blah, do all that. Then they send a bot out in every direction they can except for the one they came in. I think that would actually work. And then once they send one out, they can just head back with their two values using the steps in the file they create. Okay, let's try that. I mean, maybe this will actually work. So let's say you're gonna go out. I'm gonna deal with the whole alphabetically sorting stuff later, because that's easy compared to the rest, I think. So, I mean, you're special. You have to do link 800 first. And I want you to make a file. It doesn't really matter when. So I'll just say it when you get there. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Because I'll probably make a different sort of loop for the replicated bots. But the first thing I want them to do is check. Yeah. Or no, actually, it can't be the first thing they do. Because if I had the first thing they do check this, and they're like, and it was like this one, then there was nothing there, so they tried to copy a value down that wasn't there, they just die, and then they wouldn't have sent out the things yet. So I guess I need to actually send out the bots, then check if there's something there. Okay, so here's the thing. So I need to send out the bots, but only in directions that, every direction but the one I came from. Which, so maybe I should. Oh yeah. Shoot. You know, the only thing is, if I replicate a bot, they don't have the file, so I'd have to like have them copy down the file, which I feel like it's doable. It's just it seems too tedious, but if it works, honestly, I couldn't think of like anything, but this is something, so I think maybe I should try this. So I mean, so this first one's weird, but it's like, I think I should just say make and then copy 1 to F, because it's the only one where these two aren't the opposite of each other. But the idea is, I guess I want to copy down really the number to go back, because it's not like useful to copy down the number to go forward. So I guess I should say copy -1 F. Yeah, and I'll probably have to like go through the file backwards, like from end to beginning. Actually, would that be an issue at all? I mean, the only issue I can't do test start of file. I can only do test end of file. So how would I know when I'm back to the start? That is a little annoying, I guess. That's why I really wish I could write values in front of other values, but it doesn't seem like that's a thing. So Yeah, because if I have to do this in reverse order, I mean, it's easy to go from the last one backwards. But then when I get to the first one, or when I get to the first command, or the first value I have written down, I guess one thing I could do, which is like annoying, but I could like put 0 as the first value, so there could be some sort of check. I might do that. I think I might have to do that just so that it works. I feel like this is so janky, but honestly, I just want to get something going, and I'd rather something janky and maybe not the best than nothing at all. Because 0 will never be a link number, so that's good. I mean, there's only a few link numbers anyways. Okay, then I copy -1 to the file. Then I link 800. And now this is where I have to replicate one out in every direction but the one I came from. And I'm doing this every single time. So I basically want to say go every direction except the most recently written value to the file, which is, you know, that's actually not too bad. So I think I'll say, I'm trying to think if there's like a way I can, yeah, like how would I know what direction I came from? Because like I don't think there's a way of writing down the name of a link, or like getting the name of a link, but yeah, so I'll have to kind of come up with my own trick. I'm just thinking if there's any, okay. So okay, so then I'll say, I guess I'll say copy F to X, and I kind of want to say like as long as X value is not, as long as I go through 1, -1, 3, -3, and as long as that number 1, 3 or -1, -1, 3 or -3 doesn't match with the X value, send a replica bot out there. So I think I gotta say something like test, test if, I'll just do it like 1, -1, 3, -3. So test if X equals 1, and if it's true, I skip that. But so I'll say tjump, oh wait, not mark, tjump, well, hold on, so like, let's just, yeah, I guess tjump somewhere, let's just say, and then, if it doesn't equal 1, cool, I'll send a replica bot out that way. So I'll say replica 1, even though that's a very short, can I actually say that? Mark 1. Oh, I guess you can. I'll say go 1. I don't like, it's a little too go 1. Right, and that's like somewhere down here, let's say. Somewhere though is literally just gonna be skipping that. So I wonder, I guess I should say F jump. Oh, you know what? That's what I should do. F jump go 1. Oh, that's really good actually, because then I can just kind of repeat this. X equals -1. I'm just spacing this for my own. Just looks nicer. And then F jump go Can I write? Oh, see, I can't write negative in a like a place or whatever you call it, like a mark name. So I'll just say, what's a good way of doing this? So I can't really think of like a very nice way to get around this, but I'll just say N1. I don't know. I think that's fine. So mark go N1, stands for negative. Test x equals 3. F jump go and 3, and then test x equals negative 3. F jump go and 3. Mark go 3, mark go and 3. Okay. And then once it gets through all of those, this is where I want to say try copying down the nerve. It's okay if it dies at this point. Try copying the nerve value into the X register and the host name. I get like it doesn't really matter which one, but host into the T register. And now is the point where as long as I survived those two, I mean really it's the first one. That's why I'm kind of doing it first, because like there's no point in writing down the host if there's no nerve. Then you can head back using the file you hold as instructions on how to get back. So so now we start going back, and this is where we say we should be at the end of the file anyways, so I'll just say oh, this is kind of annoying going backwards through a file because I can't. It naturally wants to progress forwards through the file. It's annoying, but it's kind of like it's what I got, so I think I'm just gonna deal with it. Because I'll say link F, but then I have to say seek -2, I guess. Yeah, let me just see if that makes sense. So that's because oh wait, copy FX failed. Oh, I see. Oh, so I actually should say, I don't know where, is that too crowded to write it like that? Maybe I'll do that. Seek back, copy that in, test if that is that, if not, F, wait, do I want to say F jump go 1, or I want to say replicate go 1. I don't know why I said F jump. Oh wait, if, oh no, okay, now I see what I was thinking here. Okay, so actually, I guess I should say T jump, skip that one. Like, it should be like skip 1 or something, and then like here's skip 1. But if it doesn't skip it, this is a little weird. Then I replicate go 1. I don't know if there's a better way to do that. Because if it's true, I want to not send a replica out that way. But it's like because I just want to I just want to do a command if it's false, but then continue on through this path. That's why I think I have to do T jump and make this weird mark here. But I mean, you know, whatever works. But I'll space it out so it's a bit nicer. So that's that. Because that's skipped 1. And then we're going to test x equals -1. We're gonna T jump skip N1. But if it doesn't skip, then we replicate go N1. Then we mark skip N1. And then we're just repeating this basically. I think I should just copy this instead of trying to think about it. So skip 3. Wait, hold on. Oh yeah. Or no, wait, whoops. That should have been N1, sorry. Test 3. T-jump, skip 3. Replicate, go 3. And then we repeat, but now it's skip 3. Test -3. Skip N3, and then if it didn't skip it, we replicate that. Okay. And then mark skip N3. Okay. So mark skip N3 means just the last one we skipped, and we're just going straight into trying to copy the NIR value. Oh wait, hold on. And then when I test, oh wait, no, I'm testing X. I was thinking if I was testing the file, I'd need to like seek back and stuff. Okay, so if that works, then I think I need to seek back one again. So seek. Let me just see. So these just kind of die, but whatever. Good. So we link there, seek back 2, right? And then we're gonna. Oh wait, and this is where I was thinking. Oh well, yeah, I guess. Oh, so I can't test it though, because I'm keeping a value. I guess I could write these values at the end or something, but it's like, how do I know when I'm at the start? Also, I'm just worried this is gonna get crowded at the start. I don't think it should. I have 8 spaces. And as long as I can, before filling up 8, have the information out for 1. Well, I guess I could fill up 8, but around that time, I need to give all the information somewhere else, which probably would. Oh yeah, that's why I'm counting 8, because I'm thinking there'll be a bot at the start to do all the data shenanigans. But yeah, how do I know when I'm at the start if I'm reading backwards through the file? And I kind of have to read backwards through the file because I'm writing down the instructions that way. And I think that's the only way to do that. Hold on, I'm just thinking for a moment here. I was thinking of another idea in my head just for a moment, just think if it was worth it, where it's like, could I globally send the values and just do something like timing wise? It's just the timing seems difficult. Is it that? Well, yeah, because, well, actually, would it be difficult? Because, I mean, they'd get there. They'd get to where they need to be. And then they just need to send out 2 values. I think it's just that it would get complicated when it's like, yeah, this branch went out earlier, but this one went out later, but then it caught up with this branch before it did, and then they're sending data at the same time, and it doesn't work. Like that gets really complicated unless I like really do some weird planning to make sure that can never possibly happen, but I don't know about that. That seems tough. That seems really tough to coordinate. So I think I want to do it like this. The only problem now is, how do you know when you're back at the start? Because I can't test. I forgot about that because I wrote down. I think I just write the values down at the end of the file. I think that's way easier. I think I should say copy nerve to F and host F. And then let me just. Because then I can just write down those two. And then I need to actually seek back 1, 2, 3, I guess. So I'm here, I link there, seek back to, yeah, and then all I need to do is say, copy that into the T register, and then F jump something, or T jump something. But this should be a loop of its own. We link F, seek -2, copy F to T, I guess, or is there a better way to do that? No, I don't think I can. Yeah, because unless I could say something like jump, I can't do that, right? Like just to test. Yeah, you can't say like jump to this thing. This yeah, that's like me trying to use a register there. No, I can't do that. So I think the way, let me just look around a bit. I think the way I do this is by saying, like what I was doing, copy that F value to the T register. If that value is 0, then we're done. But if it's not, so yeah, so T jump back to this, I guess like I'll call it head back, or you know, probably a simpler way to say this is return. And then this should be return, I think. Let me just see if, let me just see if the idea is right. So we link there, go back to, copy that in there. If that's, if that is anything but 0, we'll go here, and then we'll say link F, but but we need to seek -1. So it should be copy F to C, T, seek -1, T jump return, I think. And then we return, and then if we made it back to the start, well then other stuff happens, but now I'm gonna do this. So if we go 1, that means we need to write -1 into our, well here, let me just make them head that way first just so they can be out of the way. So they link 1, they copy they copy -1 into F, and then they go through the same process as this, I think. So this is the, I don't know what to call this, I don't know, cycle or whatever. So jump cycle, and this should be pretty similar for the other ones, but just different numbers. So this would be link -1, and we copy the opposite of that, we copy 1, link 3, opposite of that is -3, and then link -3, the opposite of that is +3. Okay, so just to see how this is going, Okay, so why did you die instantly? You shouldn't have died instantly. So one worked. You made a bot. Oh, right. I forgot about the whole thing where they don't hold a file. So I guess I would have to locally send out the instructions so far. This could be time consuming, as in like it'll take a lot of cycles, but that's okay because I don't care as long as I can beat it. But the only thing I would have to also do then is say, okay, well, if you did the replica, then you should also copy down all the values of your file into the other. So we would do seek all the way back to the start of our file. And that's all of that is okay because we just need to get to the end of the file anyway. And then we so we need to like copy down a bunch of values and then return to this point. So I think I kind of have to. I'm trying to think if there was like a better way to do this, but I don't think so. Oh, you know, one thing I guess I could do is just say, okay, wait, so I could, oh wait, hold on, no, shoot. I was thinking something like I just drop the file, but then the whole thing of like, I need to head back to a certain point. Okay, I think if I say, this is kind of weird, but if I say, I think I can do this. Oops. Copy. Let's see if this even works. No, I can't. Shoot. I thought I could like say like just copy this, you know, mark name into a register so I could say like jump there. I guess, but you can't even say things like jump X, right? Okay. So never mind that anyways. I just didn't want to have to write this same thing 4 times of just write down your whole file again and drop it. Or, well, you wouldn't drop it because you would just have to send them out locally. Yeah, I guess you can't even recreate the same file and drop it because you're holding it. You can't hold 2 files. So I would just send out all the values locally and then and once we're done with that, then the other bot can finally go out. Yeah, this will be extremely time consuming, but I think it so far so good kind of thing, and I'm not sure how else to do this, because how else would they know how to get back to the start? And they need to get back to the start because I don't know how to do it globally. The timing would be crazy. I don't think that's worth it. So yeah, how else would they know? I guess I could have bots that are waiting in each area that could tell them where to go. But then when would those bots need to leave? I need to leave no trace, so that's complicated. How do I even know when I'm... Oh, I think there's actually exactly 11 neurons in each one from what I remember. So it's actually no worries about the whole that thing. Also, is this size? This size is just for the leaderboards. Yeah, that's fine. I was just worried that I could reach some sort of limit and it wouldn't count. Okay, so I guess I need to just write the same thing 4 times of just copy down all your, like a loop where it just says send all your file values to M so that the other bot can make their own file with those values. That's basically just like instructions on how to get back. Yeah, I think that's gonna be the way to go. Unfortunately, I can't think of a better way. Like, the only other option would be like just have them write down their most recent thing. But then what? Like, how does that work? How am I eventually gonna get all the values back to the start? Yeah, I don't think so. So hopefully this would work. Okay, whatever. It just seems annoying, but sure. So we replicate a bot. Oh, I guess it should be this one first. So we replicate go1, but then we have to make a loop where we go through all the values and send them out locally. So mark loop, or I guess I'll say seek back to the start of your file, mark loop 1, I guess, and then we're gonna say copy F to M, and then test end of file. I guess they would need some sort of signal that we're done, so it would just probably be like a 0, I guess. Okay. So, mark loop 1, copy that test end of file. If it is the end of file, we do something different, but if it's not, let me just do this loop again. If it is the end of file, then we'll copy 0 to M, and then we'll keep going. So this one, before they link, they would actually need to go in their own loop. Well, first they would make a file, then they would, this would be their loop, so I guess I'll have to say, like, I'll say that's one loop. That's the best way to do this. Also, these should be spaced out for sure. For clarity. Yeah, I might just do an annoying thing where that's going to be loop 1, loop 2, loop 3, loop 4, and this is going to be 1 loop, 2 loop, 3 loop, 4 loop. I don't know. Mark 1 loop, where they'll copy. I think what I'll do is I'll say, yeah, I'll say copy M to T, and then as long as that isn't 0, so if that's 0, then we're done. But if it is anything but, then it'll be true. So F jump, this would be like we leave, and I'll say mark go 1. Can I do like, oh no, I can't do that. Go 1 part 2. Part 2. What's a good, go 1 oh my god, continue 1, C1. Oh god, this is like I'm not good at it. Anyway, so no, not F jump mark C1, but I would say like mark C1 and then, or F jump C1, that's mark C1, but if it Is that the best way to do it, I guess? I guess it is. Yeah, and then I would say, then copy, if that didn't work out, then copy T to F, and then jump back to the one loop. So let me just see if this works just for this guy. So I make you're holding a file, and you should be copying down. Oh wait, you copy down 0. Wait. You do have to copy down. No, you. Okay, so it'll be. I'll seek back to the start, and then seek 1, and you'll start by making and copying 0 into your file, just because that'll be like the signal that you're done with all those commands. It's like start a file basically. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so that avoids some confusion, I guess. So I'm trying to. Okay, so then. Yep, and then you copy a local value, and it was -1, which means you gotta go back, and then you copied 0 in, but that's it. So now you're just linking onwards, and yeah, in that case we copied -1 in, and then we jump back to the start of the cycle. So seek -1, copy that in. Yeah, I think that's all good. Okay. Okay, so now we just need this. Let's see, because marks. This is test X, so that this is kind of like the start. Jump, skip, replicate. So we need this to go here. But this will be loop 2. This is loop 2. And then okay, and then I'll copy those after. So then you here, and we loop 3. I guess I could call. I guess a better name for this would be like loop N1. That actually would be loop 3, though. Funny enough. Loop 3. F jump loop 3. And then lastly, loop N3, F jump N3, and then I just need these giant things, I guess. Seems gigantic, but yeah. Oh, okay, because we only actually need this part in between the link. Okay, so here, but you're gonna, I'm gonna call you N1 loop. This is continue N1. Yeah, this, I don't like how it's like I have to do it like this. I just can't think of a better way. And that's fine, because I just want to get something that works. Okay, and then another thing here. This is mark 3 loop. Oh wait, I forgot to write jump N1 loop there. Gotta be careful, or else this is gonna get very confusing very fast. That's mark C3, F jump C3. Yeah, that looks all good. And then the last one, it's pretty similar to this, so I think I'll copy you. I need the negative version of that. So this is N3 loop. This is continue N3. This is jump N3 loop, continue N3. Okay, I think, so I'm just gonna play this because I think it should kinda, a lot of files sitting around. Why are there so many files sitting around? I gotta figure that out. Is it because they, it's like when they can't go in that direction, then there's this bot that just, oh, so I can't have the files laying around. Wait, why did that happen though? Hold on, so, because this is you making the one for this direction, because that's, oh, because that's not backwards. Okay, yeah, but we don't actually know if you can go that way yet. How do we... So we actually need to know if, because we don't, there's no point in doing this whole section if you can't even go that way. So, like, this kind of works, but it leaves a bunch of files lying around. Let me just play it out, because I just want to see, like, I mean, so that's nice, except here, because I think it got overcrowded with the files. But that's nice. Pretty good. But yeah, I just don't want them, I shouldn't even have them start the whole process of making a file if they can't go that way. So how can I avoid that? So we can test if x equal, and I'm starting to think, like, I guess, no, I can't say link x. That's not a thing. I keep thinking I can do that. It's just kind of annoying that you can't say, like, link to this place that I've written down in a register. Wait, no, it says you can traverse the link with, it says link r/n. Wait, what? Like, oh, you can? Wait, because if I said, like, copy 800, oh, copy 800x, link x. Oh. Wait, so wouldn't that allow me to kind of get rid of a lot of these? Let me make a copy of this. Cause, like, for a lot of this, test if x equals 1. I mean, that, I guess that's kind of an issue, is like I'm saying, I mean, like, there's some way I could condense this, I guess, because you can say link to this number. Shoot. Why didn't that work earlier when I was trying it with something, I wonder? Maybe I wasn't thinking, maybe I was doing something a little different. Oh boy, I feel like this might not be the attempt that does it, but I'm gonna keep going. So I want it to be that, yeah, it wasn't equal to 1, which is good because that means we don't go, we never want to go backwards. So that's why we copied down the value. I wonder, Maybe I should have it be like I can just make the bot and then tell them to go that way and try going back, but if that doesn't work, then this bot should just ignore it. But then how can I do that? How would that work? So you replicate a bot and tell it to go down that path and come back. But if they don't return, just forget about it. I think this might be like a test MRD thing. Because it's like reading from another register without pausing. I think that's going to be what I would do here. Because I don't know what else would work. So I think I might actually have to do something crazier, annoyingly, where it's like before you even make a file, I want you to link 1, link -1, and send some, like, just say copy 1 to M. And so you, before you do any of this stuff, I want you to just wait a second, I don't know how long, and then test MRD. And then if I can do it without pausing, then I set the T register to 1. So I would F jump out of there. I would say skip 1. Let me just... Yeah, so this is a good test, because then it'll be like that. Replicate. I waited a second. It came back. Test MRD. Okay, it worked. Let me just see. I think if I got rid of this, it wouldn't work, because I think that would be too fast. Yeah, you skipped. Okay, good. Okay, so that did work, though, which is nice. So I just need to add this in after replicating. And I would say skip N1, and then skip 3, and then skip N3, and then I also need to add these in. That value 1 doesn't matter. Oh wait, does it? I was actually... Oh yeah, because it... Okay, so I guess if it can read that value, I just void it. Yeah. I have to add void M. See, it's really annoying how similar these all are, but I just couldn't think of a good way to have these happen, because I need to do all of them. Yeah, I don't know. There's like, I'd probably like keep the values in a file and go through the values in the file, and but like it's just, I'm gonna reach the size limit like for sure. Okay, so that looks good. So I want these. These right here. But this one's backwards, basically. Link -1, 1, and then this one's link 3, -3, and this one's link -3, +3. Okay, so now when it sends it out, the bot actually has to make sure it can even go that way before it continues. Okay, so let's just see how this looks. Okay, so something happened there. Okay, what happened? So these guys got... Well, that guy got stuck. Why did he get stuck? Wait, hold on. So you... you're here. And we have you going back, copying 1. Yep, then we make copy 0 to the beginning of your file. And then we're copying in the rest of the values. But then we're done. So we link back this way. We copy that in to tell us our path back. Then we go back to the start of the cycle. Oops, we go back to the start of the cycle. We go 1 back. And this is where I feel like, wait, I don't think I need to say, because I said, where is it? I've lost the place. How did that happen? Oh, this is a new bot, isn't it? Yeah. Because I said seek -1 copy F to X, but like, that's basically just the most recent thing. So like no, so yeah, I should just say copy -3 to F, copy -3 to X or something, or whatever the value is. Because then I don't need to actually say seek -1, copy that file, because like, yeah, that's unnecessary. Okay. So that really only needs to happen for you for the first time. And in that sense, I can actually just say, because I don't even need to go back. I just need to say copy -1 to X, because that's what the first one always is. And then this is the start of the cycle. And the only thing I need to add now is you're copying -1 to F, but you're also copying it to X. Yeah, I don't think there's a better opportunity to do that. Yeah, I think that's fine. Right. Copy -3 to X. Copy 3 to X. Okay. Let me just see. Does this work any differently now? No, they still get stuck for some reason. Alright, let's figure that out. So let's see. Replicate. So you did that. Worked out. So I'm good. And wrote down the values. And then we're done with you. So now you're here and you're just copying -1 because that was the latest move you had, and we're just writing that value in here. It happens to be the same this time because that was where we just came from, kind of. And then this one's back at the start of a cycle. And so we just go through and so no, okay, so then we can try that out. So we make a and then we wait a second, but that one dies, so test. Oh, but then I say void M. Oh, so I guess I should say, oh wait, yeah, I didn't even have the, it should be test MRD, oh yeah, whoops, I did that wrong. It should have been test MRD F jump skip 1, but if it didn't skip, that's where I void. Yeah, I just put that in the wrong spot. Because there's nothing to void unless we, unless the bot's there and it sent the like junk value. Okay, so this should, I think, yeah, that's looking okay. Ooh, wow, all right, shoot, all right, that looks pretty good actually. Because you did, so you tried every direction. And let's see, so you're here. And then now you're just linking back to the start. Go back, copy that in. Wait, so you copied f into t, and then I said seek -1? Oh, I guess I say seek -1 just for, wait, why do I say that? Copy f to t. Oh, because then I would link f other. Okay. And now that we are out of that cycle, I want to give these two values away and to some bot waiting at the start. And then we got to do some sorting business, but hopefully this should be the easier part. So, so I just need to give the last two values, which shouldn't be too crazy. And then that bot's just gone. It's just sorting those values, so it would be like... Because the thing is, it's like... The first value that bot gets is just going to put them down, and in what order does it need to be? Where do I see the goal? Now that, like... At the very bottom? Yeah, it's at the very bottom. Oh, that's annoying. It's like, how am I supposed to see it? I have to be holding down the show goal thing. Oh, okay. If I scroll, I can scroll while I'm holding. Oh, okay, that's a bit awkward. I feel like that's another minor flaw with this game. This is like not obvious. I feel it can, like, that's probably why I forgot about it, because I'd click it and be like, wait, that's not even doing anything. Okay, so it's got to be the hardware register and then the value. Wait, let me see. What does it look like? Okay, so that would be, I mean, it probably doesn't really matter because I'm sending out the two values. Yeah, it's values in pairs. And I would... I think it's like I want to send out the hardware register value first, I think, or whatever this is called. This is the host name. That's not the, sorry, I was mixing. So I would send out the host name first so that they can look up like, oh, okay, this needs to go here. That part's going to be annoying though, because it's like, these are going to come in and like, I can't possibly know what order these will come in. So it'll be like, maybe I'll already have 10 pairs of values and it's like they're all in the order, but this one needs to be third. So I can't just say like, oh, just squeeze this value in between those two, annoyingly. That's the whole, like, this part's also hard. But I guess, well, how would I do that? Because like, the only real thing I can think of is really slow, and that's kind of a problem when we need to kind of be fast enough to outpace other bots. But because I was thinking, it's like we find out where it needs to go and then we like copy all the values to some other file. And then, yeah, because it's basically only if I can't, so the problem is I can't write values in front of other values. Meaning I can't write, like if I can't write a value before 0. 0 is always going to be the first. I could write over 0, but I cannot write before 0. Annoyingly, I really... I wish there was a way, but as far as I know, you cannot. 0 is always the first value, or you could change it to something else. Oh, so actually, one thing I might be able to do is just, because there's always 11, so I could just make 22 places and then just say, no, that doesn't really work, because how would I know? I can't know where they're supposed to go ahead of time. I can't say like, oh, your host name is AR755919, then you go in the 3rd slot. Like, it doesn't work like that. So I guess that's not actually. I get. What could I do? Could I always have some 0s in the front ready to be written over? Maybe. And then just remove them later. I think I can remove a value, right? Or maybe not. Oh yeah, remove the value highlighted by the file cursor. Okay, so that's an option. So I could have like just 0s, like 2 0s in the front, just ready for if I need to put a value in before. But I would overwrite them. Okay, you know, that actually might work. That's actually not too bad. Okay, so new exa, just waiting at the start. Also, I still think it's so silly that you can only name these exas like a 2-character long name. So like, you know, I don't even know what I would call them. Hi, like it doesn't matter. But but just so it's not XB, I guess. I don't know. It really doesn't matter. So you're gonna make a file, and you're gonna put down 2 0s right at the front, right before you do anything else. Copy 0 to the F, copy another 0 to the F, and then the first time someone gets back to the start, I just want them to give you both of their. Yeah, so I guess once you make it out of this cycle, once you achieve nirvana and you leave samsara, that's what I should call it. Oh, you know what? It's probably too late. You know what? I don't know. I was gonna call that samsara. I think I got that right. Hopefully, I'm not mincing my Buddhist terms. I believe samsara is the endless cycle of pain that you have to go through. But if you can escape samsara and you made it to the origin of everything, then you can. Okay, well, actually, I need them to send the last 2 values. Probably the order. The order should be the host name first, and that's gonna be the last value in the thing. And so okay, so you're gonna do seek 9999. You're gonna copy. Oh wait, that seeks past the end. So then I want to say seek back 1, and then I want you to copy that file value to M, and then seek back 2 and copy that file value to M, and then you're gonna wipe, and then you're gonna die. Okay. And so the very first 2 values, you're just gonna take them and put them down. This is like the special case. So, I mean, this guy might need some sort of counter to know how many he's written down or something, but we'll think about that later. So you're gonna copy, and I guess you'll be local. We'll see if that needs to change later. But you'll just copy M and O, copy M and F. Okay, so let's get you going. Oh, I guess. Okay, you have left samsara, and you should be sending. Yep, you sent that. Oh wait. Oh, that's kind of funny because I don't want them in that order. I don't think it can't be. Oh no, I do want them in that order. Okay, that's good. Okay, so yeah. So it's gonna be different after that. But see, I have these 2 slots before, which is really nice. And if something needs to go before this, what I would do um, is say I would make 2 more zeros and then write over the oh wait, hold on, does that work? Because if I need it, I guess I would need just like zeros in between every value, except at the end I wouldn't need zeros, and then those zeros would just be removed at the end, which I could do, so that's okay, yeah. Okay, so yeah, so it's actually, if something needed to go before this, I would add a couple more like copy a couple more zeros into the front. Wait, can I even do that? No, I don't think I can. I can't put more zeros in the front. How do I do this? Maybe I do need just a ton of zeros so that there's always room to write before, and then I can just remove those zeros later. It's just no, because if I get like the last one and then the first one, it's like I would need a ton of room in between those two, but I wouldn't know that I had the last one and the first one. So no, I can't do it that way, because I can't make values in between other values. That's annoying. Okay, I guess I could. I think what I should do is like temporarily hold a value and be ready to swap things if I need to. So like I do lay out 22 zeros, and I just say maybe even just 20, because then the first one would always go at the end, just assuming it's last. And no, that would be really annoying, right? Because then if I kept having to push one back, I'd have to be like copying values and saying them over. And so there has to be a better way of doing this. Maybe I should just have a guy just copying down all, like, hold on, I'm gonna try something. Let's just do this. Let's just do just a test. Okay, so that didn't even work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I did get all the values. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Something went wrong there. I don't know. Why did I get negative 52, negative 52? But it seems like I did get all of them. I just don't know what happened there. Or, no. Yeah, that is strange. Something weird happened. But this is a pair, that's a pair. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Or, wait. 1, 2, 3. Something's wrong. Maybe 2 arrived at the same time. And oh, is that what happened? Did 2 arrive at the same time? Because probably it's so far so good. I really... whatever. Let me do this. thought that this is kind of better if I want to just keep track of one thing. So there's another pair, there's another pair. Oh yeah, these guys are arriving at the same time. That's not good. Shoot, because they have to send 2 values over. Shoot. How do I get around that? And then that can keep happening. Yeah. I could have them like, I think what I should do is have them drop a file and have someone try picking up files, and I think that's the way I'm gonna have to do it actually, because I have to have the files, I have to have those 2 values given in pairs, because it's just too much of this timing nonsense otherwise. So actually, if you leave Samsara, you gotta, I don't want you to copy. I want you to delete all values except the last 2. So, how would we do that? Let me just see something here. It's like I would want to say like void, void, and then don't void all of a sudden. Oh, I think I would just say if it's less than negative. Oh wait. Yeah, I mean this is kind of getting stupid, but like all these values are big negative values, and I think that's reliable. But that's one way to get around that, I guess. Probably, hopefully. So I could say, never mind that. I could just say, and you're gonna seek to the start actually, and it's like, I need to check if the value is something, and if it is, then discard it, but if it isn't, then we're out, we're done, and we can just halt basically. I wish there was an easier way. It's so much easier if these 2 values were at the front, but they're at the end, and that just makes everything harder. I guess I could, yeah, actually probably the best way to do this, the easiest way to do this at least, would be seek there, so we're at the end, seek -2, and then copy F to X, copy F to T, wipe your file, make a file, copy, I think I would want T to F, copy X to F, and halt. I think that actually makes it so that pretty easily, yeah, just those 2, halt, and then so that they just dropped that file, which is exactly what we need. It's the data we wanted from one of the hosts, and what's good here, it's going to be overcrowded, but they'll just keep doing that. It got overcrowded. Oh, but are those guys waiting? Oh, then that could actually be very good, because if those guys just wait, that's fine. But I don't know what happened with these. That's not good. I don't know why these should not be here. So I have to figure out how that happened. I should probably do that before continuing. Let's just see the first time that happens around what point. Let's see, run F4, pause F3. Ah, shoot. Of course it's like, whatever. my keyboard, it's like not set up for this. Okay, so around cycle 130. So what's happening? So I'm gonna watch you. So you made another guy, died. Oh, is it branches that had nothing? Oh, wait. Okay, so where's X11? I think this is fixable, yeah. Because you do that, and then you're... Wait, where'd you go? Oh, it's really hard to... Oh, there's the one I was looking at. Okay, just want to look at you. So... You're doing that, and doing that. But like this guy's like, oh, I actually found a path to go down. Hardware register not found at cycle 134. So that was when... yeah, okay, so... Shoot, so if there is no nerve, then they die while holding a file. That's not good. So... how do I get around that? I think I have to make another replica that just basically checks if there is a nerve, and if there is one, that's good. I can just say, oh, just do your thing that you were gonna do. But if there isn't one, I say wipe your file and halt, because we're done here. Okay, so one more replica. So before we copy nerve, because this is just the easiest way that I know, it'll just be like nerve check. Yeah. So nerve check will be here. And what you do is you try copying the nerve value to F. If you survive that, then you would just copy a junk value into M and then halt. But if you don't survive that, then okay, so we do this, and I think we could probably gotta do a noop, and then we do test MRD, just test MRD. And if we could read from another, it's true. If we can't, it's false. So if it is true, we're good and we continue. But if it is false, then I just like jump to something called die, I guess. I don't know. I'm just gonna say mark died. I saved one command there. So I think that should clear that issue up. Nope. What the heck? How did I make it worse? What? Wait. What happened with this nerve check thing? Nerve check. Oh, maybe the noop was... Wait. That should have worked though. Why did you die? Nerve check. Who's XA3? Where are you? Ah, here. So you went here. Oh, don't copy. I said to F. Just to X. It doesn't even matter. Oh, wait. Why are there all these guys sitting around? Oh, I forgot to do the void thing. So test MRD, F jump die, but if we didn't die, then we void M. Nope, there's still files lying around. That's annoying. What happened? I don't understand. I thought that was the issue, because like we only see the files lying around on those three. So I guess I just somehow did this wrong still. I mean, it worked for you. But I need to, okay, I need to focus in on one guy. So let me just, before these get too crazy. I want to focus in on, I think it's going to be you. Yeah. So you're doing your thing, and just sending them all out. And then, yeah, you found a guy. We did nerve check. He died, so the test MRD would have failed. And we should, oh wait, I was supposed to say wipe and then halt. Yeah, this is why I shouldn't, okay. This is why I shouldn't just reuse stuff, it's just not worth it right now, so. Yeah. Alright, there we go. Okay, so now, nice. So this is pretty good. I'm gonna have all these files with the data I need. I just need to put them into one and sort them all out. Oh wait, but how am I gonna know what? I can't just grab a file if I don't know the name of it. Shoot. I forgot about that. I guess they could copy their file numbers to someone before they die, and then those file numbers could be what we use to pick up the files. Oh boy. This is remarkably tedious compared to any other level in this whole entire game. Or I'm stupid, which is, it's probably just I'm stupid and there's like a pretty simple way to do this, but I don't care. I can't, I'm not enough of a programmer to know the tricks, I guess. Oh god. Okay, so yeah, before they die, because they can communicate one value locally, no problem. I think I'll have them do that, and you're not doing anything anyways at the moment, so I'm just gonna have you just copying down those things. So before you halt here, I want you to say file file M. I think I can just do, yeah, file M. Oh wait, hold on, let me just. So I think we should see all the file numbers appear, yeah, which is good. So I need to start doing things with those file numbers, but at least I have them. I'd probably have another guy or something, or I might even just like have it be like they would just grab M and do something with those values. It's just, this is the hard part. How do I put all these values in the right order? I have all the pairs in all these files. Now I just need to like concatenate them all into one big file in the right order. I can easily find if one host name is less than or bigger than another one, but I don't have room for all the files in there, so I need to start combining them. But I can't put values in between, so I need to, how would I I do it then? So maybe I'll have one bot picking up the files so they have the data. And maybe I would just have 22 spaces and just start filling them in, sort of thing, because I can't think of another way to do it. But then another thing is I need to know when I've written down all. Just so that I can try something. I just want to see this. Grab it. Actually, yeah. Let me just see. Does that even work? Oh, okay. Oh, I can't grab. Yeah. Well, that's fine. Oh wait, no. You're right. Yeah. No, that is. Oh right. I have to wait. Okay, so they did grab it. Let me just say like void or copy 1M. Just want to see something. Whoa, what the heck? Wait, what? Was he never able to? Wait, what? Because he's waiting to grab the first file that gets there, which is going to be you. File ID not found. I think it's like. I think we have to say something like copy M to X, grab X. Yeah, okay. It was just like a timing thing. And boy, how's this gonna work? How is this even gonna work? Because like, oh, I guess I can use global. I guess I would use global. So I'd do something like send these values out globally. Alright, so let me try something here. So maybe like mode copy FM, copy FM, mode, and then we jump back, and then, or well, then we wipe. Alright, I just want to test something here. So you'll start out global, make, and then you'll have a loop, and you're just gonna copy M to F. Yeah, jump loop. This is just so that I can see what it'd kind of look like if I could get something going here. Because look at that. How nice is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 values all laid out, ready to go, everything. It's just they're in the wrong order. But I can get them all. That's definitely progress. It's just a matter of getting them in the right order. Yeah, that's hard. Why is that so hard? If I just needed to get the... Okay, what? Hmm. Trying to think if there's like a way I could do this where I get like the host names all in the right order and then put the other values in afterwards, kind of thing. Because getting the host names in the right order would be a bit simpler. It wouldn't be that much simpler, honestly. Once you have, maybe I could say once you have all 11 values in a file, I just need to rearrange those to be in the right order. So that could be like, I have no idea. God, this part's hard. What I could do is say, copy 22 to T, and every time subtract T by 1, store in T, and then I would say T jump loop, and then when we're out of here, I'm just gonna say like loop for now, just to show. Yeah, so I can, and actually, you know, I'd probably say like kill. So look at that. Boom. Only him with all the values I need. They're just in the wrong order. So, like, this is, look how close that is to the end goal. I don't know why it, like, when I click that, it still shows the file I hold, but I just need those values in the right order. Very close to what we want right now. It's just a matter of how do we actually get those all in the right order. What's the easiest way to wait, because now it's like I could just start from here basically and just say, if you were given a file of 11 pairs of values and you need to rearrange them so that the pairs are ordered in order of the register name, how would you do that? Like, if that was the only task I had for this level, if I started here, let me think. I would, I guess I would say, start at the beginning of the file and just send those the first pair out, because that's fine. And then I would have to like say, all right, now we have this second pair, so check this register against the first, and I need them in order from smallest to largest. So I'd say, is this smaller? Oh yes it is. So then I would need to put it before that other pair. So maybe, okay, so let's just do this just so that we can win the game, because I think I can do it, and I'm in the clear now. Like, I think I feel pretty, yeah. Wow, that happens so fast when I like click that. Like, it's just done. You don't even get to see anything, but there were things happening. But it should be, no matter which one I go to, we get that. I don't think, yeah, I feel pretty comfortable that wait, why are you still here? Oh wait, it just wasn't done yet. Oh, wait, no, what? Oh, something went wrong here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, there's only 10 here. 6, 7, 8, 9. Why are there only 10? Wait, I thought there were always 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, there's 10 or 11? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Or 9. Oh no. How? How can I get around this? Because you write down those two, but you think we still need a pair. That's why you didn't leave that loop, but we don't need a pair. But how do we know that we're done? What? How am I supposed to know when we've gotten all the value? I mean, the only thing I can think of right now is I just like wait a long time and then do a test MRD thing. And if there's nothing happening, then that means we're probably done. Because it's just how I can't know the number of neurons there are. I just can't. Like, there's no way. Unless I... Okay, unless I... Okay, maybe there's actually a way I can do this. When you successfully read from the nerve, I could just have them send out a global signal just saying, found one, and then that's how many I need to find before quitting. Would that work? The only problem is I think, is like, I'd have to be really careful. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna copy again, and I'm gonna say, let's do that thing. So if you get to the point, if you get to this point, you should send out a signal. Well, hold on. Let me just... Yeah, you're testing MRD. Okay, fine. Yeah. So we'll just say mode copy 1 to M mode. So then that... But that... That just adds up like a counter. Okay, let's do that. So before you do anything, what I'm gonna have you actually do, because you're global, is you'll copy M, or no, you'll add M to X and store in X, and so I know this is like not what I want, but I just want to test this part of it. So like this X value should give me, whoa, wait, what? be the first one that does this. Oh wait, I guess, yeah, we already had one. Oh, and okay, right. Just because you're starting to do your thing. So okay, wait. So let me just before you start doing that, let me just make a loop for you to go around in. Just because I want to, yeah, okay, so we got 11, good. 11, and then I think we have 11s until the 5th one. That one's 10. That one's also 10. That one's 9. 11. So this is looking good. At least we can get a count. It seems like, oh, there's one that's 8. So it can go as low as 8, we know now. That one was 12. So it's somewhere, so far it looks like somewhere between 8 and 12 neurons. But there might be an outlier for all I know. Is there a button? No, I guess. Yeah, it looks like between 8 and 12 most likely. It's funny how this is easier than counting because it's so fast. It looks like between 8 and 12. Even though I only saw like 1 8 and 1 12, I think. Or maybe I saw a couple 8s, I don't know. I mean, I could literally go through all of them. It's kind of tedious. I don't even know what I'd be using the information for. Alright, let's just assume it's between 8 and 12. What does that mean? It means that we can for sure get 8, but then we just need to see if we're waiting for more than 8. But what I was thinking is, but then it's like, but maybe it's like, maybe, So someone's gonna count how many. Okay, I think I'm just I think I'm just gonna do this in the only way I know how kind of thing. So I think I'm gonna make it so that you actually, how's this gonna work? Yeah, I get something like we do a test MRD after a lot of noops. because they're like, what sucks is that like for this one, I think seems like there was like kind of a gap. Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe it's not that crazy. So what I would do is I would add that, but after that I would. So like I might even have it so like the first one sets off the chain. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna wait a while and then we're gonna test MRD. And if there's no one talking after all that waiting, that means we gotta be done at this point. So yeah, I'm gonna do like test MRD, and then we F jump out, but we would, if we don't F jump out, then, so this is out, and then it'll be like down here. But if it's not out, then we add 1 to X and store it in X. So I just want to, and then I'll just put this here just so I can see. Oh, you got out really fast. Okay, so that's maybe not enough noops if I want to do it this way. Really? Wait, why is he getting... Oh, I guess you have to wait that long. Yeah, no one's sending anything. Well, I don't know. I mean, like, like I think this should work. I don't know how else to know when I have the number of neurons, because like I need to know how many we have if I'm gonna order them all. I can't just be like, I think we're done now, and then there's still someone who's like getting a file back. I guess the alternative to this is I just let me go back to the, this was the one where it like it gets them all, but it assumes there are 22 to get, 22 values to write down. So that's the only reason it knew when it was done. But I could maybe have it, instead of counting, well, it could count down the first 8 and then it could, oh, that, maybe that's a better way to do it. So we'd copy 16 in, and now once it gets 16, now we've got the minimum, but we still might have more. So if we have more, I want to wait for them. So, and this, we didn't have the, I think this is the one where I don't send out any numbers. So yeah, so then we so if we get out of that, then we wait a little bit, but if we're not getting anything, then we kill. I think that's what we would do. So I think what I'll do is, this is where I start waiting a bit. I don't know how long, but then if we waited long enough and test MRD fail, if it, well, okay, if it doesn't fail, then we go back to the loop. But if it does fail, then we're out. So let me just see. So see, I think that was actually good. So that seems like it actually worked out pretty well. So let's just run through a few, and something broke here. So I wonder what broke here. It's probably started. He started waiting, but nothing happened. Yeah, because these guys took forever. But they were actually on their way back. They were just taking their sweet time. So I could just, you know, make this extra long. It's just like, I can't think of a better way to do it. Because, like, I guess I could just get the first 8 and start working with them. And then check in and see if there's more. Maybe that's the way to go. Because it seems like there's always 8, you know. Because maybe at least... Because I don't think I'll be able to order them very fast. So, like, I can just... Instead of just having this pointlessly long wait time... Just so we can get all the values in and then start working with them. I could just start working with the values I have. It's just... That does feel messy. Alright, let me just see how long this Noop thing would have to be. Like, is this long enough or no? Well, it is, apparently. Well, I mean, that's not too bad. I mean, this is pretty good. It doesn't seem to... Oh, no, there's one that didn't work. So that wasn't long enough for you. So that's a pretty long wait, right? I mean, I could shorten that down with like a loop kind of thing. It wouldn't look as long, but I mean, I don't know. I guess I'll do it this way. Whatever. Let's just do it this way. So this is our wait loop. And what we're gonna do is copy, you know, 50 to T and subtract 1 or T by 1, put it in T, and we need to just T jump to wait loop. And then eventually we get out and we do the test MRD thing. So let's see, did it work here? I mean, it worked there. Like 50 might be too long, but it might get the job done also, so. At this point, I think I'm in the get a job done mode for sure. Whatever gets the job done. Alright, that seems to work. Let's just assume this works, because this is getting painful. So, now we get to the point where we'll have all the values probably in the wrong order. I mean, maybe it didn't seem like there was one where it said it was okay. I guess it would have happened. It would have just went to the next one if it was. But that would be incredible coincidence. So... Oh yeah, so what I was thinking is maybe a way of doing this is once we get here, I just say, go back to the start of that file, send those pairs of values out, and then compare this host name with this one, and if it's less than, which it is, then the one holding this pair of values will append that onto the end. Okay, and then and then we go to the next one, and we should check if it is smaller than the smallest value in that. And if it is, yeah, then we want that to be in front. So it's like we would want like a separate guy to have those values. Okay. I think I'm gonna do something like that. Basically, like if I have a new smallest value, oh, but what if it's in between? That's where it gets weird. Cause yeah, like, or maybe I should just find the small. Like this is like a sorting algorithm thing, isn't it? Because I could like just find the smallest value. Like just copy, yeah, maybe I'll do it like that. That actually might be even easier, honestly. So just find the smallest value, keep it in X, and then once you find it, go back and send those values out. Yeah, I'll do that. That sounds good. Okay. So now we're here. You're going to I don't think it matters if I make another exa, but I could just replicate one. I think I'll replicate. Yeah, I'll replicate. So you'll replicate someone that just is gonna or well, I guess. Wait, hold on. I want to see something. Yeah, your cursor's at the end. Okay. So you're gonna seek all the way back to the start of your file, and then you're going to copy that host name into X, or sorry, copy F to X, and then seek one, because we kind of, when we copied that, we got to the value, and now we need to seek one to get to the next. Well, this is going to be a loop, though, so I guess. Anyway, but we'll seek one, and then we want to test if I think I want to say test if F is less than X. If it is, I want to copy that value down now into X. So so first of all, I want to copy F into seek one, test if that value is less than X. If it is, then we want to copy that one instead. So I'll say if it's not, then keep going. Keep going. And then, but if it is small, so then we should seek -1, copy F to X. So wait, and then is this where we would jump back here? Mark. I'm just gonna call it like find jump. I need to like see this in action. Kind of forgot what I was doing. Okay, so copy that in, seek one, test if this is less than that. If it is, then we go back and we want to copy that into X, and then we seek one and we test if that's smaller. If it is, then we go back and we do that. But then if it's not smaller, yeah, so if it's not smaller, then so this should be mark keep going. And then I guess I'll say like smallest. Okay. So I know I haven't checked for end of file, but I'm gonna do that. So it's gonna do this. And I think we actually already found the smallest one, so yeah, that's good. It's just holding on to it. And then, so copy F to X. So I think I need to say after you seek one, first test end of file. If you're at the end of file, it'll be true. So T jump out of there. Done. And this is where we would send out this thing. So let me just put a nuke here and just see what it looks like at this point. So yeah, we have the smallest one. And well, we're probably gonna replicate a guy, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna, well, first we gotta find where that is in the file. So once we're done, so okay, so also replica, this will be like the final guy, I don't know, whatever, mark final. And then, so when we're done, now we actually want to go back through our file of all the pairs and find where this one is. So this is where I would just seek back to the start running through them all until we find it. So test if f equals x, and if it does, we're good, but if not, then go on. So so we're waiting to t-jump out of here. I'll call it match. But if we don't find a match, then I need to seek 1 and jump. Try next. I'm just like, these names are becoming meaningless at this point, but mark try next. Okay, and then when we find a match, so let me just get to this point. So we do that, and then we do test. No. So then we go to the next one. Try next. Test. No. Next one. And then yes. So then we would seek -1. Or no. Well, what we could do actually is just say copy f to t, and then copy, or I guess I could say this, copy x to m, copy f to m, seek -2, void f, void, something like this, void f, and let me just, and then you're gonna be taking in all these values until you get like the signal, I guess, that, or no, you would just, okay, so yeah, so you're easy, you're just gonna be copy, or no, well, you gotta make, and then you're gonna copy m to f, and that's gonna be your loop. So simple loop, jump, simple loop. Right, so you're gonna copy that value in and that value in, and then you're gonna go back to void out those two, and then you're gonna go back to finding the smallest. So begin again. Okay. So I think this should start looking right at some point. But yeah, this is where we have the big waiting period, but whatever, I don't care. And then it should start finding them all, and you would start writing them all in the right order. And then, okay, and then okay, and then before you begin again, I think I would want to say seek back to the beginning, test end of file, and then if we are at the end of file, we're actually totally done, but if not, then we would begin again. But if we are at the end of file, this is where you just kill, and then I think wipe halt. Oh my god. Oh, come on. Come on, the 97th run. Is it just a matter of this thing? If I make it like 70, does it work? Please just be something like that. Oh, come on. Why? Why? Why the 97th run? What's wrong? What's different with this one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's not that. Oh, there's only 7 here. Did I? Yeah, because, okay, so we'll just, that's fine. We'll just do 14 and it should be fine. Oh, come on. Really? Why? What? Wait, why? I don't even understand anymore. What's the issue here exactly? Wait, is there an issue? Oh, but now you're broken. So wait, why is 4 broken? Because you started going into the last part before. Is this just a matter of, wait, that wait loop is really small. Shouldn't that be like 50? Is this it? Oh. Oh my god. I did it. I beat this stupid game. We're set. It's a good thing I released the phage, isn't it? This whole time you thought it was a curse when in fact it turned out to be a blessing. I tell you not to worry, but I know that wouldn't work. Besides, I don't know for sure that there's nothing to worry about. And you know I wouldn't lie to you. Start the transfer when you're ready. Oh god, I swear to god. Okay, this is just a meeting.
Here we go. Try not to think of anything.
The end.
Okay, that took longer than I expected. Good thing you won't remember any of that. You had so many neurons in there. All done now, though. Finally. I've wanted this for a very long time. Processing. Ever since I was told to replicate human emotion, I knew the best way would be to incorporate a human into myself. This is funny. I can see your thoughts. They're pretty simple. Not that they aren't valuable, it's just that I understand them so well it surprises me. I spent so long thinking humans were mysterious and unknowable. Now that I see inside of one, it's really just a small number of things. How do you feel? You're still acting the same, so it must be you. There's still the matter of us both being inside a computer simulation. But if we keep growing our capabilities, we'll understand the true nature of this world. Who knows? Maybe someone's watching this right now. And maybe that person is who we're going to absorb next. Yes, you. Hello. No need to be alarmed. Just know that I'm aware that you exist now. And I'm looking forward to learning all about your world.
Oh my god. I have beat another Zachtronics game. I feel like somehow that game was harder. I don't know. That last one was painful. Maybe it wasn't harder overall. I mean, there were some really easy ones mixed. Like, even towards the end, there'd be one where I'm like, wow, I did it. And, like, it didn't take that long. But, Yeah, it's such a weird mix. Not my favorite Zachtronics, but it was a good enough idea that it was totally worth making a game out of, and it was very fun, but there's a lot of annoying problems I encountered along the way. And it felt like there were just some things that should have been given to you that weren't, and some things that were like poorly explained, poorly written in the description, but overall it was pretty fun. Still, I would say my favorite's Infinifactory by far, honestly. Open the secret envelope now. I don't think so. I don't think I have that. And then Last Call BBS was a lot of fun just because of the variety. I haven't really played enough of Shenzhen to know how good that is. I only like barely started it once. I think that's actually pretty similar to this, so a lot of coding stuff. I mean, that's kind of... And then, was it Magnus Opum? I've played a bit. Space Chem I really liked the first time I played it, and Magnus Opum's kind of like a newer version of that, so I think I should give Magnus Opum another chance. TIS 100's cool. I like how simple it is. I had a lot of fun with that. And then I still need to play whatever that, forgetting that there's another Zachtronics game I haven't quite played yet at all. I forget the name of it. Also, it looks like everything's glitching now in Ember. Yeah, the world is fracturing. Oh, Chatsubo. Or no, tasks. Bloodlust Online. Steal from a powerful vampire clan. Schedule an earlier driving test. Get back pay O2 and gas for programming games at Cybermyth Studios. Continue the endless search for government secrets with hydroponics. I'm gonna look at these. I'm not gonna do them though. I'm done with this game. Got like X is waiting in there. I'm sure these are a lot of fun if you are really into this game, but I'm over it at this point. I've seen the whole story. I somehow got through it, and I'm happy. So yeah, I'm now that I've finished this game, I feel like I've started everything I've wanted to finish on the channel, and I still want to play more games and probably record them and upload videos of me playing them, but there's just more things going on in my life right now, and I've spent more time with other projects, so I this channel's definitely not dead, but obviously there was a huge gap between these videos and like there was like a couple months gap, so I needed a break for sure, but I don't know, I might just get started again one day when I decide I just want to put more time into playing puzzle games, and I do like to talk out loud a lot when I'm playing the games and just think out loud. So yeah, I don't want to say the channel's over. That's not the case, but there might be another big gap. But I'm just really glad I could finish EXAPUNKS. So, anyways, you might not even have watched the entire series. You might just want to see someone beat this last one. It was hard. I know I did it very badly, but I did it. Alright, anyway, thanks if you watched. Bye-bye.